Our mental health and our thought processes are very important in these seasons where the sun isn't out as much, because it affects our mood, it affects our energy and our motivation to get up and go. Now, as adults, we have no choice but to get up and go, okay? And a lot of times it takes more work on the gray days. It takes more work on our days where our mindset is not really on having to get up and go. But it's important to not put so much pressure on yourself about it that it puts you into a depression. So even though we have aspects that we might be frustrated about not having the energy for, we still can't and shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't put a pressure on ourselves in regard to it. Hush, Toto. Sorry. So, our mental health is important. Okay. And true enough, we have our good days and our bad days just because we're human. And our bad days consist of disappointments in ourselves, disappointment in others, disappointment in outcomes. Um, and the disappointment in ourselves, 9 times out of 10, comes from expectations that we have in regard to ourselves that we may have felt like we fell short on. But it's important in these seasons where the sun isn't out to not fall into a seasonal depression. And true enough, it's not in our control. Depression really can be chemical, and it can be influential by triggers like this gray weather and things of the sort. But if you don't put a pressure on yourself about what you're unable to do, then it makes it easier for that cloud to pass. So say dishes, housework, those are things that are expected of us, but if it don't get done, it don't get done. Okay. And true, if you need a plate, you got to wash a plate. If you need a cup, you got to wash some cups. But it's not that important to where you have to beat yourself up about the fact that you're unable to do it. You do what you can, and what you're not able to do, accept that, do it when you can. And also, it is helpful to find ways that help you motivate you to do things. So say in my kitchen, I keep a radio. So I play the radio throughout the day, so that way while I'm in the kitchen doing what I need to do, or I'm in the living room or the dining room doing what I need to do, the radio helps. It's like a positive distraction. Sometimes I'll pick up the phone and I'll give my mom a call, or my best friend, and I'll catch up, just do a chit chat, because that helps time go past and it takes my mind off of what I'm doing. But if you're not able to do that, don't put the pressure on yourself. Don't beat yourself up about what you don't feel like doing. There are days where it is so hard to get up out of bed, okay? Getting up, taking your shower, getting dressed, and doing what you need to do for yourself helps get the day started. And if you get dressed and you have to go to work, it helps get your day started. When the fresh air hits you, it helps get your day started. And it starts you to hit the ground with your feet jogging. Even if you don't hit the ground with your feet running, you hit the feet with your ground you hit the ground with your feet jogging. So finding ways to help you hit the ground with your feet jogging, or skipping, hit the ground with a skip. Anything to help you positively distract yourself from what it is that you could be down about is a plus. Now, a lot of people, they wait for the cloud to pass naturally, and they just take that cue to rest, because depression is actually your body depressurizing itself. All the pressures that you have come to almost stop, okay? It's just like when you fast. Fasting gives your digestive system a break from digesting, and it gives your body the opportunity to heal because it's not digesting. Same thing with depression. When you're in what we call a depression, is where your body is and your mind is in a state where you're not motivated to do the things that you usually have to do or that need to be done, or just it slows down your daily life. That's what it does. And it really is a break that you need, and it's your body making you take that break. And a lot of times when we don't have an appetite, is our body naturally putting you into a fast to give your body the opportunity to reconstruct itself internally. So a lot of times when you just don't feel like you don't have an appetite to eat, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's your body intentionally making you take a break from eating and digesting to do what it needs to do inside. Same thing with the depression. And that's why it's so hard for us to push ourselves to do what we don't feel like doing. It's because your body really doesn't want you to do it. Your body wants you to relax and recharge itself. Like when you reset your phone, at some point you turn your phone off, or it turns off on its own. It is off for however a few seconds, and then it powers back up. Same thing with your body, except for by us being humans, that time frame where it is off is days. This days, but it's days, sometimes weeks. It's just situational. And if you're going through it without medicine, then it's helpful to find external things that help you get through it more easily. And true enough, cutting my hair helped dramatically. Cutting my hair helped me feel good and gave me some energy, and I still have that. Like, I have the motivation to come on here, which brings me to just 9 more subscribers are needed for us to be able to go live. You have to have 50 right now. We're at 41 subscribers, so thank you for subscribing and like the video before you leave. And that I should have been said that, but I've still had the motivation to come on here once things cross my mind to share. And it's a beautiful thing, but it's also a thing that we have to be our own kick in the butt when we want to have our downtime. And it's unfortunately when we need our downtime, it's not necessarily convenient with our daily life. But it is very important to recharge yourself and to at least allow a few moments for your body to decompress and chill like it's trying to get you to do. And then you push yourself back to whatever it is that you have to do. So everybody, find what makes you feel good, find the positive distractions, and don't pressure yourself in regard to what you don't feel like doing, because eventually it will get done. It will get done. And with that being said, God be with you.